Österreich gewinnt Eurovision Song Contest. JJ, a young man of 24 years old, has won Eurovision Song Contest 2025 as the Austria's representative. This means the Eurovision Song Contest 2026 will take place in Austria. This has caused some problems since the Austrian economy might not be able to afford hosting this big contest. Strangely, Austrian newspaper didn't talk about their winner a lot. People hoped for Austria not to win, but JJ proved that his country had much more to offer than some economic and political problems.
Regeln verbieten LGBT-Fahnen auf der Bühne. This year, artists are only allowed to perform at the Eurovision wearing their official national flag. In 2024, the non-binary artist Nemo performed wearing a non-binary flag. This is therefore no longer permitted. However, the audience is allowed to appear with any flag accepted under Swiss law, including Palestinian flags.
Hunderte protestieren bei Anti-Israel-Demos bei Eurovision Song Contest Finale. During the Eurovision Song Contest final in Basel, several hundred people protested against Israel's participation, waving Palestinian flags and calling for the country's exclusion. Police reported 300 participants.
Geschwisterduo Abor und Tina tritt für Deutschland beim Eurovision Song Contest an. On the other hand, Germany has been represented by Abor and Tina, two siblings from Vienna. In their song Baller, Abor plays the cello and Tina sings. The song is a mix of pop, hip-hop and techno music, and the lyrics are in German. The country reached the 15th place, one of the highest results achieved by Germany since 2010, year of its victory.
Everyone was thinking that Lucio Corsi wouldn't have reached the top 10, but he surprised the audience reaching the top 5 with an emotional song full of meaning. Volevo essere un duo is the only authentic competing song in the Eurovision Song Contest.
The Eurovision Song Contest took place for the first time in Lugano in 1956, and this year it was hosted in Switzerland again, this time in Basel. The Italian singer won Sanremo Festival and was supposed to take part in the competition, decided not to go because he wanted to continue his loved gavetta, so he fought to renounce this opportunity.
Adevărul cine este câștigătorul Eurovision 2025 și care este mesajul baladei Wasted Love? Este o nebunie absolută. The newspaper Adevărul reported that Austria won the Eurovision Song Contest 2025, which took place in Basel, Switzerland. It's their third victory after 1966 and 2014. This song was really appreciated. Evenimentul zilei. Două persoane au încercat să intre pe scenă.
The newspaper Evenimentul zilei said that two people tried to enter the stage during Israel's performance at the Eurovision contest. One of the troublemakers threw paint and a team member was hit. The team member is fine and no one was injured. The man and the woman were escorted out of the venue and handed over to the police.
Cum s-a votat în finalul Eurovision 2025?
In the final, all residents from 37 participating countries were able to vote by phones, SMS or through an app. The winning song received 12 points. The song that reached the second place received 10 points, while the songs in third and fourth place received from 8 to 1 point. Citizens from participating countries were also able to vote, but the rest of the world, the vote was only counted as one country.
يوروفيجن 2025 احتياجات ضد مشاركة إسرائيل في الإبادة الجماعية في غزة إنهم أقوى من أي وقت مضى.
Eurovision 2025, the protests against Israel's participation in the Gaza genocide are stronger than ever.
with Israel entrant Yuval Raphael to perform in the second semi-final on Thursday evening, expression of protest against Israeli participation in the contest from public protest, former Eurovision Act and pro-Palestine activities are continuing to rally.
Earlier this month, more than 70 former Eurovision participants signed an open letter demanding to exclude Israel from the contest. A spokesperson talked to the journal and said that it's shameful that an European institution such as the EBU is even considering gifting a global stage for the Israeli state to promote itself while it slaughters defenseless and starving people.
But under this long, united by music, Eurovision organizes the contest as a juvenile, non-political event dedicated to music and culture. So the signator who wrote the letter say the EBU is demonstrating a double standard, acting on Russia but not in Israel.
In fact, the EBU excluded Russia in 2022 after it began its invasion of Ukraine. So, Bianca Nicholas, one of the signatories of the letter, who represented the UK in 2015, said that calling for Israel's exclusion is a call for consistency and compassion and not division.
Israel's presence still rocks Eurovision a year after major protests over the war in Gaza, and this article comes from AP News. Yuval Raphael, an Israeli singer and Hamas attack survivor, competed in Eurovision with the song New Day Will Rise. Despite the protests against Israel's participation due to the Gaza conflict, Raphael even made it to the final, and the security quickly handled the disruption during her performance. Austria wins narrow victory over Israel in Eurovision Song Contest, and this one comes from the New York Times. Austria won Eurovision with JJ's Wasted Love, securing 436 points, narrowly beating Israel, which only received 357 points. JJ, a countertenor, hoped to spark interest in classical music.
The event, marked by extravagant performances, saw minimal controversy compared to last year's protests over Israel's participation. Estonia's Eurovision song entry sparks outrage in Italy, which claims it's offensive, highlighted that Tommy Cash's Eurovision song Espresso Macchiato has sparked controversy in Italy due to its use of Italian stereotypes, including references to the mafia and luxury. Codacons, a consumer group, has called for the song exclusion, claiming it harms Italy's reputation. While some Italians criticize the song as offensive, others defend it as ironic. The European Broadcasting Union stated that songs could be modified or replaced before the March deadline if deemed unacceptable.
Sánchez entra en la polémica sobre Eurovisión al pedir la salida de Israel del festival.
In Spanish news report concerning Eurovision, for example BBC Mundo, the primary focus has been on the controversy surrounding Israel participation and the war in Gaza. During the Israeli performance, two pro-Palestinian activists tried to get on stage, but were intercepted, while another sprayed a security officer with a red paint.
La polémica en Eurovisión por los mensajes de la TV pública española sobre Israel y la guerra en Gaza.
Instead, according to El Diario, President Sánchez has expressly required the exclusion of the Jewish state from the competition because of the war in Gaza, just as happened for Russia when invaded Ukraine. Nestor Rego insists that it is incoherent to demand Israel's expulsion from Eurovision while still maintaining relations with Benjamin Netanyahu's government. Shortly before the final broadcast, RTVE heard a message of supporting for Palestine. This came after the EBU, European Broadcasting Union, had warned that RTVE would face sanction if it repeats reference to Gaza and the conflict victims during the gala, as the Spanish presenters had done during the semifinal. The sentence broadcasted was:
Frente a los derechos humanos, el silencio no es una opción. Paz y justicia para Palestina.
When human rights are at stake, silence is not an option. Peace and justice for Palestine.
Eurovision 2025, Loin représentera la France au concours européen à Bâle. Singer Loin announced on Thursday, January 30, in a post on Instagram that she would represent France at Eurovision. An European competition whose final was held on May 17 in Basel, Switzerland. Loin refers to her mother who died of cancer in 2014. Dernière victoire de la France en 1977. The singer started her career with the program The Voice in 2014. Her first album, Chambre 12, certified double diamond, marks the kickoff of a success as popular as its lasting. France has not won this major European contest since the victory of Mary Miriam in 1977.
L'Autriche remporte le concours. Loin termine à la 7e place. Austria won the competition. Loin finished 7th. Eurovision Song Contest ended with a disappointment for French singer who arrived in 7th place. It was JJ who won, offering a new triumph to Austria 11 years after that of Conchita Wurst. The song obtained 436 points ahead of Israel that obtained 357 points, and Estonia that got 356 points. Manifestant à la balle contre la participation d'Israël. The protesters against the participation of Israel. The performance of the Israeli singer caused many concerns among the audience. The incident in the theatre was the second since the beginning of Eurovision, after a gesture of slaughtering that a spectator during the presentation parade on May the 11th did. Several hundred protesters gathered on a Saturday in the Swiss city of Basel, carrying many Palestinian flags. They were grouped behind a banner with the words United for Palestine.